We are starting. So welcome, guys. It is November 20th. Happy Thanksgiving week. Hopefully we have a lot to be thankful for. I am Lisa, and I'm a director in Massachusetts, and I am going to be leading the Closer Look tonight. So thank you guys for coming on. I really appreciate that. Lainey, what are you excited about learning about? What makes you excited about the Pampered Chef? What were you excited about?
Well, one, having a new kitchen, but two, just I'm really interested and excited to learn about like the compensation plans and whether or not this is a good fit for me work-wise.
Excellent. Awesome. And then if you had one burning question that you wanted to make sure would be answered tonight, what would that be?
I'll get back to you.
Okay, that's fair. So if it comes up during, then just let us know. Okay, so I am going to share my screen, and we're going to do a slideshow, and then I'm going to talk, and then you can, so let me do that. And all right, screen share. And slideshow. Awesome. Yay! And I'm echoing. Fantastic. Okay. So welcome. All right. So I'm just going to go through some basics. And so if you're familiar or not familiar with direct sales, when you come into the direct sales business, if you look at this slide, there's a lot of things on there that different people do direct sales for different reasons. So what jumps out at you guys? What's something that excites you about what you guys see on the screen at the moment? So there's making extra money, flexibility, being your own boss, just having a little bit of fun. We all like a job that's fun. So Lainey, which one of these appeals to you, do you think?
So I like the idea that it's flexible and that I will probably have fun doing it. So those things stand.
Excellent. Excellent. And those of you leaders and consultants that invited people, if you see someone pop on and I don't, can you just let me know that someone else has joined? Mm-hmm. Cindy, what? Oh, it looked like you were raising a question.
Oh, sorry.
Nope. It's the cat. Okay. Yes, so the nice thing about Pampered Chef is that you have the flexibility to work the hours that you want. I love the fact that I can be my own boss and I don't have to answer to anybody. It does make me more motivated to do that. We'll talk a little bit more about the commission structure in a few minutes. And I do have fun at my job. And I think the other consultants and leaders on the call tonight can attest to that. And Lainey's seen me in person, and I think she agrees that I have fun at my job. So fantastic. One of the other things I find people want to know about is how do I get trained? How do you become successful? What kind of training do you have? And this is one thing that I love, because we have something called PC University, so you can get trained right online. And the other thing is you're going to get, you don't order a kit, we give you a kit, and then we leave you off. We're going to be with you every single step of the way and give you as much hand-holding that you absolutely need. And you're pretty much tied to us until you're until you're like, forget about it. So we have training online, and we also have monthly meetings, which is fantastic. That's a great way to feel connected with other people that are doing stuff like this. And then you can also meet people that have the same goals as you or have maybe similar needs as you. And it's a great way to, you know, have a buddy in the business. And then, so you're really in business, even though you're in business for yourself, you're not in business alone. You're definitely not alone in this. And then, as you know, Pampered Chef is a solid product. And the one thing that I love about our company is that they stand behind their products. So we have the home office to back us up as well. So if something goes wrong, you can call the home office, or even your customers can call the home office, and things will get taken care of for you. The other nice thing is everything gets shipped from the home office, so we don't have to keep inventory and things like that. So any other questions or thoughts as you guys kind of look at this page? Anything pop up?
I was wondering where your monthly meetings happen.
Oh, so based on, so Lainey, for you, they would actually be at my house, which is fairly close to you, because you're in Lynn, right? So we're like 20 minutes apart. So typically, based on the demographic, so for people listening to the recording, the monthly meetings are held either, we have a New Hampshire area meeting, and then we also have a Massachusetts area meeting. And if you happen to be long distance, we can find hospitality and find a meeting for you. I have a gal who comes to my meetings, and her director actually happens to be in New York, and she lives here, so she comes to my meetings. And I have a gal in California that goes to meetings out in California because she clearly can't come to my meeting. So we try to provide that. So that's a great question. Thank you. All right. Let's see what's next. Peace University, we talked about this. They did not have this when I started. Peace University is amazing. What I love about the online training, and I'll just pause here for a second, is you can just do bits and pieces. So if you want to just focus on, okay, I want to learn about stoneware, you can just take a little training on stoneware. Or I want to learn maybe a little bit more about, you know, working with my host. So you can take a little training. So it walks you through the whole thing. And I love that you can do it at your own time. So if you're an early bird, you can go online in the morning and take training and do your training. You can do it whenever you want. So there's a lot of flexibility in that as well. Okay, let's talk about the money. Yay! All right, so the more you sell in a month, the more you can earn. So our base, as you can see from this chart, is 20%. When you're new, you can go up to 25%. So based on how much you sell in a particular month. So if your sales hit 4,000, you're going to reach the top of the commission scale, and you can see how it increases up from there. Once you've hit 15,000 in career sales, then your commission rate increases by 2% for life. And then, so instead of 25%, the top of the commission scale will be 27%. So if you did, our show average is $650 nationwide. So say you did 2 parties, say you did 1 party a month, like 1 party a week, sorry, and that was 4 parties, so that means 4 parties a month. That's about $2,600 in sales. So that puts you at the 24% commission rate. So that's pretty good. Now, you see there's a little, so this is just straight sales without adding team members. So questions on here? I think you guys. Oh, Lainey, did you have a question?
Just what did you say was the amount that raised it by 2%?
Once you hit your career sales of 15,000, which it doesn't matter how long it takes, then your percentage increase. So it's really, you're getting a 10% raise. I feel like I missed a slide. Oh, it's because I deleted it. Anyways, all right, I'm going to talk about it. All right, so the slide that's missing actually talks about the career plan and growing in the career plan. So I really apologize about that. So I'm gonna share that. So as you add, the other way to make money in this business is to share the opportunity with other people. You're having fun, you're going out there, and that's not something that takes a long time to do. That's something, so as you add more team members you add more people, share this business with other people, you're gonna gain an increase as well in your income. So when you add one person, that's gonna increase. When you're gonna add 2 people, you become a team leader. When you add 3 people, you become a director, 5 people, sorry, and so on. At the end, I'll pull up the slide. I'm apologizing that it's missing. Because that's really a slide I want to share. So in Pampered Chef, what's one of the benefits of selling Pampered Chef over any other type of product? There's nothing wrong with other products, but what's something that is a benefit to Pampered Chef? Everybody eats. So you can hit other demographics like men, like, you know, it's harder to sell, there's nothing wrong with jewelry, but it's harder to sell certain products to men. Whereas everybody eats, everybody has to cook. It is appealing to globally, and it is something that everybody needs. So I feel that we have an advantage because of that. So that's just important to keep in mind. So we have a couple different kinds of parties that you can do. You know, traditionally, I am primarily a live party consultant. I go to people's homes and I do parties at their homes. We cook together. We have a grand old time. That is one type of party. You can also do virtual parties. There are people in this business who just run their parties virtually. So they don't do any live parties. So if you're in a situation that maybe you don't have the kind of flexibility that you can't leave your house, maybe you have a really stressful or a busy full-time job, but you want to add Pampered Chef to your, you want to do something like Pampered Chef to add to your income. That's another advantage of being able to do virtual parties. So the number of virtual parties that we do now in comparison to live parties is now 1/3. So that statistic has increased in the past year. It's pretty amazing. So this is something that isn't going away. So I think that's fantastic because that gives people so much more flexibility than we had in the past. So that's fantastic. People can, we also do just straight up catalog parties. And then the other way that people can shop is through our outlet. So there's a lot of ways to generate sales. Here it is. It's just in the wrong place. Let's revisit this. Okay, so this is what I wanted to talk about. So how else can I build my income in addition to sales? So as you can see, there are people in this company that you can make 6 figures in this company. So if you just look at director, as you add more people to your team, and not only are you getting paid on your own sales, you're going to be getting paid on their sales and their team's sales as well. And that growth increases. So the reason why Pampered Chef does that is because we as leaders, it's our job to mentor and to help the members of our team, because we want you to be successful. We want to make sure that you have all the success that you can in this business, and that whatever your goal is, that we can help you achieve that goal. So in turn, there's compensation for that. If you look at this, promoting to another level, it doesn't necessarily have to be a long process. So if this is something that, as someone looking at the business, you're like, this is what I want, then you can talk to your sponsor. This isn't something that takes years and years and years. This is something that can happen fairly quickly, with some guides and some a plan. That's what the word I'm looking for, a plan in place. So questions on this? Okay, I'm glad I didn't delete that. All right, so it's almost December. So why is now a good time to start a Pampered Chef business? Anybody can answer this question. Why do you guys think?
Christmas.
Who said that?
Cindy.
Cindy, yes, Christmas. What are people doing at Christmas?
Cooking.
They're cooking. They want to buy gifts, right? Right. Why else?
Sellathon.
Yes. So if you're on here and you're looking at the business, we have something called a sellathon, where in December and January, and we're going to talk about this in a minute, you can actually earn free spring product, which is awesome. Mm-hmm. So we do this twice a year, and December and January is where this happens. Yes, people are getting together for the holidays, and they are, so here we're going to talk about, so new products are still new. It's December, but we still have new products. We still have people that haven't seen the new products. A lot of our new products are great for the holidays. Specifically, the baking products are all fantastic. So if you have bakers on your list, this is definitely, or people in your life that love to bake, this is definitely a great time to do that. The other thing is, Cindy shared, it's the holidays. People want easy solutions for gift giving. They want easy solutions for entertaining ideas. So coming to a party and learning a quick, easy appetizer is something that people want. People want ways to make homemade gifts. So that's something else that we can teach them. And the nice thing about the Pampered Chef is we have something for everybody. Whether it's someone that likes to grill, someone that likes to cook, someone that likes to bake, maybe someone just likes wine, you can get them the wine opener. There's a gift for everybody. And people appreciate the shopping. I heard a statistic that Online sales are increasing. Last year, Amazon had their best year for online shopping, and that applies to all companies that have an online presence. And we have an online presence. People are not wanting to go to the mall. They don't want to be in the crowds. They don't want to fight with parking. They want an easy way to get their shopping done. And this is something that we have to offer. You can sit around, have a glass of wine, and shop with your friends. It's baking season, which we talked about. We have some great new products for baking and easy gifts. And so those are all some great reasons to start now. The other really great reason to start now is when you start now, the commission check that you're going to be getting can be used to help pay off can help you towards a debt-free Christmas, and then even into January to help pay those bills after Christmas. Because sometimes those bills don't come in until January. I know in my house they're split in two, and so your January paycheck can help pay that Christmas off as well. So that's a huge benefit in my opinion. Every month we have a sign-on bonus. So the month of November, the sign-on bonus is when you hit your when you sell $12.50 in your first 30 days, you will get the Essential Baker set for free. So this is the big deep covered baker and the small covered baker. Plus you get a copy of the season's best one-pot meals. That's $142 value. These are two awesome pieces, great for your own kitchen and great to use at parties. And it's, again, pieces you don't have to buy yourself. Right. So Pampered Chef wants you to make money. We don't want you to have to keep reinvesting money back into your business. We want you to make money and keep your commission to pay your bills or towards whatever goals you have. Would you guys who've been in consultants agree with that?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. All right. The other rewards that we have is we always have the sign-on bonus, and then we earn something called PC dollars. So it's like Disney dollars. So every time you sell $12.50 or sponsor a new consultant, you get Pampered Chef dollars. So when you sell $12.50, you get 100 PC dollars, and it's unlimited. So that's for your first 90 days. So you figure if you start now, that's going to be December, January, February. So that'll be through the rest of the fall selling season. For the next 3 months, you'll be earning Pampered Chef dollars that you can then use to add product to your kit, purchase paperwork, anything else you need. But again, you're not spending out of your pocket. You're going to be using that money, those Pampered Chef dollars, towards products that you also will have a discount on. So these won't. So it'll be free and then it'll be discounted. So it's like a win-win. All right. So before I kind of get to this place, any questions so far? I would just like to regroup kind of as we're kind of partially through. Okay. So I'm actually gonna tell you guys how easy it is to start. That way, so you have that information for later. So, you know, this is not a marriage. This guy's proposing to this lovely lady. But if you decide to join the Pampered Chef, we're really asking you to date us. We just want you to go on 4 dates to see if it's a fit. And if it's a fit, oh my gosh, fantastic. Oops. If it's not a fit, then that's okay. And it's just as simple as that. Because what if it worked? So let me tell you a little bit about, so you guys want to know how to get started? And then, okay. So, so if you decide this is something you want to try, then you order your kit. You work with whoever invited you here tonight. You order your kit. And so we have 3 kits. So we have the basic starter kit, which is $109. So that's great if you really can only afford a small investment, or maybe you are a Pampered Chef junkie and you have all the Pampered Chef that you could possibly imagine. You've been a customer for, 15, 20 years and you have everything. So you're just going to get some basic new stuff and you can hit the ground running. We have the deluxe kit, which is $159. That comes with a rock crock, which is awesome. And then we have the ultimate kit. The ultimate kit is 75% off retail. So it's $249, but you have $1,000 worth of product. What I love about all of these kits is it doesn't matter which one you choose. We have recipes to go with all of them, and every single one allows you to have every product you need right from the start to be doing recipes at shows that's going to get people excited about the product and scheduling parties, etc. So you decide based on your budget and what you already have, etc., what kit is going to fit best, in your life. So what if this worked? What if you tried the 4 shows and it worked? What would that mean to any of you? Even if you're a consultant, you can share. What would that mean?
Financial freedom.
Financial freedom. Yes. Thank you, Lori. What if it worked? So what's the worst thing that could happen? So if you try this, and what's the worst thing that could happen? Lainey's shaking her head. Nothing. Right. Because you know what? If you try this and you don't like it, or you're like, oh my God, this is just not for me. And I've had people have that happen. They've tried it. They're like, Lisa, it's not for me. And I'm like, okay, we're still friends. They still have parties. But guess what? You get to keep all that product from your kit. You get to keep any commission you earned. You get to keep those bakers that you earned. You get to keep everything. You get to cash in those PC dollars. So the worst thing that could happen is that you successfully determined that this is not the right choice. So it's really not even failure. You've successfully determined that it's not a good fit. Or you've successfully determined, oh my God, this is exactly what I was looking for. So that's the worst thing that could happen. So let me tell you about what's going on right now, because right now is an awesome time to get started. So I based these numbers on the 159 kit. So when you order your kit, you're going to get $650 worth of product. And then I'm just going to break down your parties. So say it's Thanksgiving. So say you do 2 catalog shows. You're going to hand a catalog to your mom, a catalog to an aunt, and or your best friend, and they're going to pass the catalog around over the holidays, and they're going to collect $250 each. Okay, so that's $500 in sales. So they're going to do that for you. Then you're going to do 1 kickoff party of your own, live or virtual. Remember, we shared that our show averages $650 in sales, so we're going to base it off of that. You're going to do 1 kickoff party. If it's live, I'm going to help you. If it's live or virtual. And then you're going to try out 4 parties in December. And you're going to Again, whether those are live or virtual. So that's going to give you about $900 in income from those events. Then at your kickoff party, because it's your party, you're the hostess and you're the consultant, you're going to get $115 in free product from your party. You're also going to get $142 worth of that stoneware bonus that we talked about. Now, I didn't really talk about this, but based on your sales from your parties, it's about $3,500. So that puts you at the third level for the sell-a-thon. So that's about $420 worth of product for December of new spring product that you'll be getting in February. And then you're going to get 300 PC dollars, which can be valued up to about $600 because you can use them at the discounted product rate. So in a nutshell, if you try this for 3 weeks right now, you could get up to almost $3,000 worth of cash and product just for dating us for the next 3 to 4 weeks. And then see what happens. So what do you think about that? That's pretty crazy. This number thing doesn't happen very often because we have the sell-a-thon and the holidays and it all kind of builds. It's a really exciting time. We want to, all of us consultants want to start over. I always want to start over. 13 years, you know, woo! Okay. So we already talked about what's the worst thing that could happen. What's the best thing that could happen?
Love us and stay in.
You love us. Yes, you could love it. You could love it. It could be your dream job. If you had asked me 13 years ago, I probably would have told you that I wouldn't have been here still for 13 years, but here I am. And what brings me joy now, you know, is very different than what brought me joy then. Now, working with you guys is what brings me the most joy. So, you know, you could find your dream in this, or just a solution to a problem that you have right now. Because what if it just worked? Okay, so, Lainey, I know you're on mute because I know you're with your son. Did you have any questions?
Nope, not right now.
Not right now. So let me ask you this. Was this helpful?
A little bit.
A little bit.
I need to break it down into a way that says, okay, so I would do this, and I could talk to so-and-so, and then I would need it to look something like, yeah, there's a little bit more detail that I would need to go into for myself. But I mean, overall, I think you explained the company pretty well.
Okay. So that's something you and I can schedule a time to talk about if you want.
Yeah.
Would that be helpful?
Yeah, that's probably good.
Having that detail.
Yeah.
Because you're clearly a very detailed, planned type of person.
A little
planning.
bit.
No, and that's actually really helpful in this business, I feel. And then you kind of know, you know, knowing what you want and where you're at. So the other thing that I usually ask people is, you know, and we're already planning to talk after, but is on a scale of, you know, 1 to 10, kind of where do you feel that you're at? 1 being forget about it, 10 being I'm ready to jump in. Clearly you're somewhere in the middle, but
Clearly I am, like I said, I keep being like, you know, I really like it. it makes sense, but with like, I literally still live in Spalding.
Yes, you have a unique situation, right?
I'm
Right.
like, yeah, as soon as
Yeah.
things are a little bit more settled, it makes sense to me. And I'll keep thinking as far as like, if it can work right now to do a, a virtual kickoff, or I don't know. We can talk. We can talk.
Yes, absolutely. But thank you. I'm glad you were able to come on, and hopefully this was clearly somewhat informative, and then you and I can certainly follow up in more detail.
Exactly. Thanks for reminding me.
Oh, you're welcome. I was glad that I remembered. And then, yeah, so excellent. So thank you guys for hopping on. I'm actually going to stop the share, and then I'm actually going to stop the recording.